Hi, today is Tuesday, 13 March 2012, and it is approximately 23:29. I wanted to make this blog because I've been procrastinating all evening from finishing my research paper, and I've been trying to think of topics to blog about, which is really sad because that research paper is too small. I have to present on it too. But anyways, we're not going to think about academics because this quarter has been disappointing, to say the least. God, don't get me started. That's another blog. Anyways, I wanted to make this blog about the this video about a blog I posted last week, which is titled something along the lines of how to be part of my support network. And in it, well, I guess I should start. I had a 4.5 hour conversation with a friend. She's really great. About being trans and like all these microaggressions, and then like being in the space of the student organization that I'm a part of, and like whenever we gather, how I feel alienated because I am not the race that most of the other people identify, but then also being a trans person, and then in that space we were discussing sex and gender and the differences because a lot of the members, or at least the people who attended that particular gathering, didn't know the difference, or at least they didn't say they did. And I was urged by a friend, oh, hey, Ari, say something. And I'm just like, why? Why should I have to say something? I have to say something else every other friggin' time. Then the person, my friend, was just like, oh, say something. Say something. So finally I said something. And I felt really isolated and vulnerable and alone when the person who was urging me, Ari, say something. Why didn't they speak up? Why weren't they an ally? And the friend that I met in the library, we talked about this, and we talked about other things as far as this particular organization that I'm a part of, and like how this, how they're, how the, it's like hard, it's hard to describe it without like throwing around the name, but how patriarchy manifests itself within this particular organization and things that we can do to begin to dismantle that. I mean, because there are like checks in place, but the thing about this particular organization is that there's a turnover rate of about 4 to 6 years. So that makes it really hard for, I don't know, there to be like role models, even though we document every damn thing. Jesus. You think somebody would take the time to read them? Anyways. Yeah, so that was a conversation I had with my friend, and just talking with her about that, really, like, I was like, okay, so it's not just me. You know, that really, that isolation you feel when you have an identity that, at least my trans identity, that I don't have a lot of people around me. I have a lot of queer people around me, but they're mostly cis. And I don't get to see my twin as often as I would like. Um, but yeah, so the post I made on my blog, calling me queer, um, what is going on with my toenail? I think it's like double grown or something. Anyways, I'll take care of that later. Um, I made the post, how to be part of my support network, and basically I started it out with, I don't know, something clever that I came up with. And then I also mentioned that we shouldn't rank oppressions. It's like what Bell Hooks said, like racism isn't more oppressive than gender isn't, racism is not more oppressive than gender is not more oppressive than class is not more oppressive than education status is not more oppressive than immigration status is not more oppressive than, you know, etc., etc. And and then in the list, I thought the list was okay. I feel that it's a really great jumping off point. And I had to like check myself several times because my temper has been rather short lately, and that has been bleeding into my writing, which isn't to say that's a bad thing, but when I needed to make this list as accessible as possible, which I've been working on, and making myself and my conversations more accessible to people who maybe aren't at that same level of critical analysis that I am. But yeah, I had to keep in mind that I have friends back in Florida who maybe know the term trans, but they don't know what it means, or they have this idea that trans means you're born into the wrong body. Ugh, that makes me nauseous. Jesus Christ. He's not here. But anyways, yeah, so that's a really good jumping off point. Now, I actually did have quite a few people in mind specifically when I wrote it. But there's something that I have to confess has been irritating me. So that person who was at the gathering that I was with, where I had to speak up about sex and gender, who was whispering, "Say something, Ari." I had a discussion with them, and they said that they saw my list, my support network list, because I one of the points, there were only 9, my lucky number, but one of the points was, in spaces where perhaps my identity could be one of my identities could be targeted, I should not be the only one speaking out about issues concerning gender or queer issues or trans issues. It's like, you have access to Google and Wikipedia just like I do. Do your damn research. Be a not supposed to curse. Be an ally and educate yourself. I educate myself on the effing daily. You think this was easy to become this knowledgeable? Jesus Christ! I've been working on it since I was like 13. Probably before that. But I don't know. It's just people and their privilege. Cis people and their privilege. Good Lord, it's too late to be getting this angry. But they really annoy me. They really annoy me. Especially like when I did the blog, I feel that I extended the olive branch and I basically looked up like 10 different types of sources for people to jump off on. And when you don't take the time to click on a link and watch a video, how much respect am I supposed to have for you? Because obviously you don't respect me enough to educate yourself about things that matter to me. You don't care about me enough. You don't love me enough to educate yourself. And that just, whew, it's too late to be getting this angry. I'm just saying. When I get angry, my southern accent comes out. Anyways, that's something that I've been thinking about. Allies. Man, when I see lame ass allies, it really makes me want to step up. I mean, even more. There's so many things that I need to educate myself about. And it's like, but I'm willing to do it. But it just seems that these people who are supposed to be my allies aren't. It's like, Jesus Christ, what are you doing? And I'm almost at the point where I'm like, you know what? Don't even talk to me. Obviously, you don't value our relationship. You don't respect or care for me as a human, as an individual, as your friend, enough to educate yourself on issues that impact me and my daily experience. Why the hell should I waste my time on you? People piss me off. Again, it's too late to be getting this angry. I've actually been having dreams where I'm explaining my gender identity to people. God! But I think that having that dream about it, especially after that 4-hour conversation I had last week, was kind of like my subconscious purging itself. It's like, okay, there's been some resolution. We can let this go. Unfortunately, the dream involved me talking to somebody I almost had a relationship with, and it's just better if we don't interact now, and their mother. And I was just like, Jesus, like, number one, I don't want to be around you. Number two, I don't want to meet your mama. And it's just like, ugh, God. These people just everywhere. Washington is not big enough. Maybe I need to move to California. God. Anyways, smile. It releases the endorphins and then I feel better. I'm feeling better already. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Man, allies. And then they want like some kind of cookie. Gluten, vegan free, or vegan, gluten free, vegan. God damn. It's like they want some kind of reward. It's like, am I supposed to give you a gold star every time you do something that you're supposed to be doing? It's too late to be getting this angry. I'm going to sleep. Yeah. Oh, my bed. God, I've been sleeping on the floor for the last 2 nights. I'm really excited. I love my bed. I feel that our relationship has been strained because I've been sleeping away from my house. I think I'm getting a migraine. Jesus Christ. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Like, for realsies. After I do my daily vlog.